Assalamu alaikum. This is the constitutional advocate Gulraiz King, and today is the 23rd of the October year 2024. Today I would like to address a lot of the scientific, medical, jurisprudence, legal challenges in the Pakistan under the constitutional issues, which I prefer to be addressed to the public, that whether the individualism or the privatization or the governmental departments are doing specified things or non-specified things. These should be complementary to discuss with the public. This is the secondary question. Now I'm going to interpret the laws regarding the science in Pakistan. We are basically having scientific challenges in Pakistan, and we are not deliberately understanding such questions of the laws in these scientific resolutions in the Pakistan, because when I have studied that if you have carrying forward a CNAC or any documentation regarding the motor vehicles or driving license or other etc. things along with you, so these things are basically card based material particulars, which are the main social evil in the society, originating the cancer, hepatitis and other hypertension or the depression elements in the human beings, and the chromosome declinations in the human bodies. Yes, this is the primary failure in Pakistan and India, Middle East and other reciprocating countries, that the males are not in the accurate length of production of the hormones as to compose a well settled childbirth proportion in the perfect scientific mediums in the Middle East or in the other countries, because of not a lot of the or a billion of the people consider that if the males are doing the masturbation or other sexual transmissions during their youth time, that they will automatically become weak, their chromosomes. This is not true under the science of today. If a person who commits the masturbation or other activities sexually transportations, it means he is testing his organs, that whether he can produce children or not. So if a person who is not willing to test his organs, thereafter he will not produce children. That is a secondary debate. Now we have to consider that in Pakistan and India, why the females and the males, they don't have the proportion of the childbirth proper evaluation growth system. Because when I have studied almost 10 years or 15 years during my law practice of the Lahore High Court in the Pakistan, that if the females have the problems and the males have the problems, because I have heard a lot of the times that the females do not carry forward the proper genetics and such females could not produce children, and all the fault belongs to their males. And in Pakistan it is a prevailing custom in precedent under the laws, and we have to accommodate such laws in order to understand that whether we can develop the scientific approved food, organic one. So this is my third point, that if the Pakistani food is decomposed in the raw materials, likewise we are using the food which is composed of fertilized products into the earth, volumed or non-volumed items, and thereafter we are consuming such food which have been deprived from the natural chemicals. In such a pathetic way, we are using pesticides into our wheat and rice and fruits, and thereafter when harvest food, we can consume this fact. When a harvest is about to be harvested in Pakistan, thereafter we have to observe the outcome of such harvest, that whether we are intaking the pesticide or fertilized food, and that is the sole ground reason which is centralized by the international communities to decline the hormones in the humans, especially in the males and females, in order to make them cost negated as to production children in the globe, because they don't want a huge volume of the humans in globe, because the world is full of the humans, and the human organizations do not want a pathetic and full type of aliens in this world, and they have developed these scientific approved transitional sorts of the chemical organization in Pakistan, which is destroying the carrier of the females and males, because I consider here the carrier word in regards with the family output. So if female and male do not have the proper valuation of the childbirth growth rate in Pakistan, therefore a disputed question of the family organization start in its life, and such human being do not have a child. And if a human being do not have a child in its life, thereafter such a male or female have to carry forward multiple doubts regarding his malehood or femalehood. These 2 points, malehood or femalehood, becomes a challengeable thought of a male, and a lot of the human beings become a disputed transmission of non-reliance type of the disputes, civil disputes in their houses, offices, and etc. things. From this angle, another battle start, as per my calculation of the narcotic abused kind of human beings in Pakistan. After being mobilized from the pesticide, chemicals, negative fertilizers, and the overprocessed foods, which is not well recognized for the composure of childbirth production in Pakistan, the males and females become furthermore stated in the narcotics, drugs in the roadside of any public place, we can observe them. So primarily there is a fault of having inorganic type of the chemical foods and developing the illicit sexual transmission after the marital resolutions. So if a man get married and such man wants to have children, and such male do not have the proper valuation of the growth rate of the chromosome in its body. Chromosome here consists of 2 types, X and Y. So if a male do not carry forward the chromosome, both groups X and Y, then he will not be capable of producing a child, because a female always have one type of chromosome. Either such female have X chromosome in her vaginal swabs, or Y chromosome. So if the male have one type of chromosome, there might be the probability regarding the outproduction of the child that such child would not be in a better position when it's about to be in the world. So when it's about to understand the compatibility regarding the gynecologist issues in the Pakistan, we have to be very cautious. Thereafter, a lot of the troublesome situation arose from this point of angle, when we have to be very practical in our lives, that whether the females become inheritedly weak from the chromosomes, or from the chromosomatic issues, or from the scientific medical declaration issues. So the answer would become no. Due to the excessive use of the negated or decomposed foods, such female become automatically decomposed as to produce a perfect child. And it is not a rocket science. A female can produce a child even if she is elder or older than 50 years. Till 50 years she will produce a child if she has been caring of herself every day and night. But alas, we are not into the resolutions about the organic foods in Pakistan, and that is the ground that we are not into the resolutions of regard moderation, perfect mediums of the children. So we can observe another fact regarding these issues, that the modern children are very aggressive because due to have excessive usage of the decomposed foods like chicken and other things which produce heat products in body, and they don't have to undermine such resolutions which can produce a lot of those challenges. So when it's about to be it in the practical life, they become very shell base oriented. They don't have to understand that whether it's about to be a practical man or a practical female. They have to carry forward these thoughts. Thanks for today.